Hello everyone. Happy Saturday. I hope your weekend is going well. It is episode 6 of our campaign as Jean Valleur. We are going to go on a bit of a recruitment spree and return to Khorne. We're going to hit Mousillon along the way. And basically every village between here and the northern tip of Bretonnia. We'll speak to Duke Chilfoy before we carry on. They said that he ran away from Beast Lord Murkoth the Plague. That is indeed what happened. I need 4 gore foe renders. Okay, well, that's quite unfortunate. I had a few in my party just recently. As of last episode, you got me at an awkward time. Let's just say that. And I do not have the troops for you. Let's actually check to see if there are any goods. Now, again, if this sort of gameplay is too boring for you guys, I would understand, and I'll have to do something to remedy that. It just seems like it's tedious for me to play, and I'm not entirely sure how entertaining it is for you guys to watch. So I would enjoy some feedback in that regard. I'm doing my best with the montages and whatnot, but it almost feels like my concern is when I do things off camera and I accomplish things, it almost feels like we haven't earned the things. Like, if I were to do a bunch of things off camera and all of a sudden I show up with a shit ton of equipment, as I did last episode, it's almost like, did we necessarily earn that as, like, from a viewer standpoint? Like, obviously I feel that because I'm playing it, but I don't know if it... I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling at this point, but I worry about the viewer experience. That's the thing. And I just don't want to play too much of the game off camera, you know? Otherwise, we may as well not even be here. All right, we are filling the party to the absolute tits with these peasants. And we've got a few goods to sell in Mousillon. I think we've got, what, 13 spots left open? Exactly 13 spots left open. Wow. Wow, amazing. What are you doing here? That's Owen Wilson, for anyone unfamiliar. Okay, let's speak to Duke Theodric. And, man, everyone has heard about... everyone has heard about me fleeing from the beastmen. It seems to me as if they're, like, putting me down. They're rubbing my peasant nose in it. It's almost like, know your place. Know your place, you peasant bastard. Even you couldn't defend those 7 men you had slain in the foothills of Bretonnia. And it's like, yes, I know, but it was a decision I had to make. Otherwise, everyone in my entourage, my troop, would be dead. It was a decision I had to make. Okay, we're going to get a bunch of gold and restock with some grain. Let's... hopefully I don't get a morale penalty. Oh, I got it. Immediately I got a morale penalty for that. I should have known. I just want to buy food from the villages rather than... I didn't want to take a walk around the streets. Motherfuck. Yeah, I want to buy supplies from the villages rather than overpaying in the cities. Holy shit, this is going to take forever. Oh. For a second I thought we got ambushed and I was about to lose my fucking mind. Literally, I was going to take my pants off, put them over my head, and go, rabble, 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 rabble. Okay, we have a humanitarian here, finally. He is going to... what? Do you have any villagers you wish to trade with me? Motherfucker. Oh, you know what happened? They died. They got slain by beastmen on the battlefield. Fuck me. Wow. Tell you what, that's mighty unfortunate. We saved them from the clutches of slavery at the hand of some beastmen, wood elves, I think, perhaps even the zealots, only to drag them headlong into not one, but two massive battles against just hordes, war hosts of beastmen. Can you imagine that hell on earth? I mean, they're not much different from the rest of the peasants in our shield wall, but I suppose the rest of them have at the very least volunteered for service. Shit. We are responsible for the death of 3 innocent lives, but holy shit, look at this, we can make up for it outside the village of Valleur. We've just recruited the peasantry of Valleur, and they are going to help us to ride to the support of 7 of their countrymen. Unfortunately, somehow they made out on their own. So we've been left alone to kill these yeomen. Which we can easily do, because it seems whichever lord this is has decided to join us. So there's oh god, there's so many. Oh no, in fact there is not. There's a good amount of Bretonnians here. I did in fact turn down the battle sizes, so this should be a problem. Oh my god, look at that. Is that a duke of some kind or a knight? He's just charged on ahead on his own. No regard for his own safety, like some kind of weird motherfucker. Okay, we're going to try to dodge these trees, and we lost him. I was going to say, we're going to try to stab the horse out from under him. And we did 24 damage there, not necessarily a great deal of damage. Oh, we've taken down a yeoman here. Ah, we fucking missed him. Okay, he's out. Where are these 50 people that Jean Valleur is responsible for ending? I'm amazed by that, because I can't remember having killed that many people. Although we just nearly took that guy out with one hit, amazingly. Alright, you yeoman bastard, come here. Oh, I like that guy. He's got a fucking Volge. That's the kind of weaponry you want to see your peasantry using. Oh shit, there we go. We actually stabbed that guy to death. And we've won. What an underwhelming battle. I was pumping that up like Jean Valleur himself was going to ride down the enemy one by one. But it very much turned out that he had a lot of help. Let us... I almost want to put some points in trainer, but I know that's a waste of a point, because we can hire a companion and dump all of his points into it. I would much rather go with possibly prisoner management or inventory management. Persuasion is a good one as well. Well, I say that, but ultimately I think it's a bit of a waste. We'll go with trade. Why the fuck not? Pump some points into polearms and two-handed weapons. Why not? And I suppose we'll continue on towards Vezin. And ultimately towards Khorne. I don't know, trying to pronounce different languages, I get a lot of joy from it, I have to admit. Okay, we can, for once in our career, we can very almost afford to buy that fine raw silk. Alright. Who is this? We have some more deserters. It is Bretonnian yeomen. 9 more of them. Oh shit, I'm still fucking starving my party. Let's quickly buy some goods. God damn it, I forgot. Already. You know what I also forgot about? That demon horde that is probably still rampaging around up here. Just capturing and killing. Oh, here we go. A perfect mission for Jean Valleur. The village of Khorne is occupied by 20 Nurgle zealots. Let's rally the men, and we'll lead the combat on foot. Oh, this guy just pulled out a fucking pitchfork. Good lord. Okay, on me, men, form up into... no. Apparently I can't form a shield wall of any kind. Oh god, my archers, no. Oh shit. Alright, John has led the charge and immediately got wrecked. I need to get out of here, but unfortunately I'm surrounded by my own men. Okay, we're going in. Hooah! Okay, we're doing alright. Well, we've got our kill stolen by an archer, amazingly. Alright, everyone, over there. This one's for me. Oh, fucking archers, god damn it. Come on, you asshole. There it is. Yes! Jean Valleur is victorious, or as I'm sure the Napoleonic French would say, victoire. Okay, we lost one peasant, and we slew the ever-loving shit out of those assholes. And unfortunately, we can't buy any of these goods. No one wants to join us either. I suppose we'll have to make do with Khorne. Phew, we're finally able to get rid of some of these peasants. We've got 30 unwashed, untrained peasants just stinking up the camp. Good lord, like at least do some drills or something. You know, attack the straw facsimile of a man. I don't know, shoot some arrows. Oh god. Duke Cassian, please. Tell me what to do. I am so aimless at the moment. Do you have any tasks? Oh, it's always with the fucking prisoners. Terrible missions. That's what we're getting right now. If the missions we were receiving were a deck of cards, we would have drawn like a 2 of hearts, a 7 of clubs, and like the ace of spades. That would be our fucking hand. Okay, let's get some cheap-ass bread. First and foremost. Well, this bread isn't necessarily cheap. I was hoping for, like, cheap fruit, cheap cabbages, but we're desperate for food, so I'll buy these, despite the fact that they're probably a little bit overpriced. Okay, we can actually get a heavy round shield, which is better than my current shield, in that it has more resistance and slightly more quote-unquote hit points. So we'll go with that. It's also bigger, it seems. Size 100, size 100. Well, could have fooled me. Okay, we'll get that one. I really wish I could get like a kite shield, but I can't seem to find one, unfortunately. 380 gold for that. More than willing to pay it. Okay, humanitarian. No one worth talking to. Fuck you, you chaos piece of shit. You should know that we hate you. We hate you. Okay, we have a peasant mob right now, aimlessly wandering around Bretonnia. We have completed the recruitment drive that I had talked about. Here's the ultimate question. Will these dies be worth something somewhere else? Let's find out. 222 gold. 222 is not the number of the beast, but it is in fact the number of Joey the pizza guy. If you call pizza 178222, he will get you a hot pizza pie. A hot pepperoni on the double. Motherfuck. 188-765 FUCKME. Fuck me. I can't believe that's not worth anything. Okay, we're going to have to head to Marienburg, I think. Oh, God. With our luck, we're going to run headlong into that demon horde. 250 of just, like, angry, whirling demons ready to end me at a moment's notice. Just absolutely disgusting. Oh, God. I worry. I truly worry that we're actually going to run into them. For all I know that they've disbanded. I honestly don't know what triggers that and what is needed for them to disappear. I assume you need to kill them. you probably need to end them outright. Okay, we're going to return the fine flax bundle. Okay. And we are I think we'll arrive in Marienburg before the day is out. It's dusk now, actually. Shit. We've yet to see any further bandits as well. This is why getting started in Warsword Conquest is so tedious, because bandits are so far... like, there's just so few of them. And obviously I'm making it more difficult for myself because I could just beeline straight for knights, but again, I just feel like Jean Valleur, the character, has to earn those knights in a sense, which is kind of dumb, but you probably know by now, I'm all about the RP, 100%. And if you're not into that, I suggest you fucking leave now. I suggest you bail, because it's not gonna get better. Although we are now a mercenary company in the employ of the Kingdom of Bretonnia, so it's getting better. We can get an Empire sword. Look at the size of that fucking thing. Just the... well, it looks bigger than it is, I suppose. That's what she said. It's exactly the same as our current sword. In almost every way. Shit. Let's assess the local prices and get the fuck out of here. I assume that none of these places are places I'm going to go, unfortunately. You know what we could do, though, is we could actually talk to the guild masters of the towns and cities. I'd completely forgotten that that was an option, to be honest. And I feel as if that is what we ought to do. Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. Bandits, 24. Bandits, 18 plus 9. That's the ticket. If only we could catch them. Oh, shit. They've been caught by an Empire of Sigmar patrol. These guys are going 5.2. We're obviously much slower than that. What are the chances? Let's take some bets now. What are the chances we will be able to catch these bandits? Not high, it seems. Shit. Oh, God. They're so quick. Well, we've apparently chased them further into the heart of the Empire. Now, this is the problem with operating as a peasant mob. It's incredibly difficult to act with any sort of alacrity on the field. We're slowly going to march towards Poissine, I believe is the name of it. Poissine. Let's break camp. It is late night. My troops are not going to enjoy that for sure. They're not going to enjoy the forced march. And that's totally within their power, but I'm going to make them do it anyway. Maybe we should just camp on this fucking caravan, or rather this canyon, and we can control the traffic in and out of the kingdom. Sort of as like a Robin Hood type character. Except for the give to the rich, or rather give to the poor. Well, no, we would in fact give to the poor. We are in fact 100% inspired by Robin Hood, and I did not make that connection until now. Instead of being a longbowman, though, we are instead a French cavalryman. Interesting. Let us head to, I guess, Mousselon? There are so few cities in Bretonnia as well. This it's a problem. Okay, we'll stop in Remy, and then ultimately, as I said, Mousselon. We've just done a massive circuit of the kingdom. We've obviously gained more men. I forgot to check Marienburg. I forgot to check the price of the dyes in Marienburg. God damn it. we've more men, more gold than we had when we began. Well, rather less gold, but I think in terms of like liquid assets, we have less, but in terms of overall assets, we've increased our portfolio 10 times over, you know, and I feel that's certainly something to celebrate. Let's not, you know, break out the champagne. That's what I imagine, like some sort of hedge fund manager to sound like. Well, Greg, great of you to stop by. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. It's nice to meet you, Helen. Obviously the wife of Greg. Much younger. I mean, you're like half his age. Not weird. I mean, we're rich men. It's to be expected. Okay, we basically have, in my mind, a full complement of archers. If we can get like 18 longbowmen, 20 longbowmen, that's more than enough, I think. And then the rest of the army we can stack with these men-at-arms as well as levy swordsmen. They can kind of hold the line. I am disappointed, though, that the vast majority of the Bretonnian troops don't have big halberds, big volges. That shakes me to my core. It really does. Okay, the dies are turning out to be a bit of a problem. We're just not getting the return on investment in the die market that we were thinking of, we were hoping to get. And obviously it's depressing the whole portfolio. These things will, you know, you have to overlook, or not overlook, but rather look past. The whole portfolio itself is doing quite well. That's almost turned into an Obama impression. If we put our minds to it, I know this great country will be able to accomplish most anything. God, okay. It seems that we're not able to do any sorts of trade in Mousselon, so we are going to leave, ultimately. And in fact, I feel it necessary, I feel it prudent to end the episode here. Unfortunately, we haven't really accomplished much of anything. We've bought some overvalued dies. The die market not as impressive as I'd once hoped. So we're going to be sitting on those for a while. We have filled our party, ultimately, with a huge amount of peasants. We've got a full complement of missile troops now, and we're nearly at a point, I think, where we've got a respectable amount of infantry. If we could convert these 28 peasants into levy swordsmen, that would be grand. And potentially, if we run into a randomly generated companion at this point, I would be on board hiring him and getting him to be a trainer or a tracker / spotter, pathfinder, something like that. Anyway, everyone, as I said, I'm going to end it here. I hope you enjoyed the episode despite the lack of action. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment. Still tracking the feedback. Pretty confident that this is going to be a long series. Until it becomes boring, I suppose. Anyway, as always, my name is Incoherence. This has been the Warsword Conquest mod for Mount and Blade Warband, and I will see you all later.